Hey, Hayden here. In this video right here is going to be an experimental video for driving. And I got to tell you, I got this idea from Miss Kathy, who told me that when she does a video like this, she will use her mirror and she'll use a couple of hair scrunchies or something like that and mount it, use her phone hooked up to the mirror this way. Now this thing might fall out or something. Who knows what's going to happen. Like I said, it's an experimental video. We have to go get some fuel for stuff that we have to use here around the house, and this is our kind of our driveway. The door's shut, right? All right. Misdemeanor's with me, but she's not talking, and we won't be playing a radio or anything like that because we don't play that strike game with YouTube. And the other thing is, I'm really interested in seeing how this video looks because I think it's tilted a little bit. There we go, that looks more. But I'm going to be watching the road more than... let me get this little transponder out of the way. It's showing up in the video as a reflection on the window. Anyways, we got to go make a short run. By the way, this is our street. This is how we go in and out. Hilarious. The sun looks bad. So the sun too low in the sky is not good, but that's going to change here in a minute. You bear with me. Oh, you know what? That's funny. The automatic settings kind of mess with the video that way. That's part of the experiment, part of the whole thing. What we need to do, how we need to do it to get the job done. I'm going to turn the corner here. I'm going to turn left in a minute. Or less. I might, if I like the image, I might lock it down on the settings here, and I can do that safely while I'm driving. All right, that looks good. So let's lock that. All right. Okay, so I locked the auto exposure. Oh, the sky looks great. And I just noticed something. It looks like I'm doing about 100 miles an hour. I am not. Okay, I might change the settings again. We'll see how it goes. Maybe leave space for my neighbors. No, it looks good. Yeah. I may throw some of that free YouTube music, the stuff that you don't have to put any comments or anything on your video. They got some library. I don't know. It takes forever for me to find anything in there, so maybe I won't do it. Primarily, this test is to see if the camera will stay on the mirror and how it looks. So this is my cell phone. Let me give you the word on that. And all this will be in the description below. I'm pointing like you can see me. But in the description below, I'll say the equipment I got. But for us now, it's the ZTE Axon 7 cell phone that really I'm only using to record video at this point, and making YouTube videos. And again, another heads up for our shout out for Miss Kathy, sorry Miss Kathy, the shout out for her was she told me about the idea of using the scrunchies to hold the camera on the mirror. And the other thing is for Isoline, who reminds us to if you're not doing a live stream, to go ahead and hit the airplane mode on your phone, so you won't get interrupted by anything, notifications or anything. And we're not just going to go out and joyride either. We're actually going out. We're doing this experiment with a purpose. We're going up to get, like I said, the fuel for the equipment around the house. And then on the way back, the other experiment is to kind of do the selfie mode where I'm pointing the camera back at me. Now, some people in some of their phones have the capability to switch the cameras while they're recording, and it works. I don't think any camera I've ever had will allow me to switch between front and back camera while I'm recording without shutting off. So, as a matter of fact, the bird video that I made there, when I switched cameras from the selfie mode to the main camera, and I had to stop the recording and make the switch for that to happen. and do an edit between the two to get it to blend in. Alright, so the sun hitting the clouds will make that big blowout in the sky there for the adjustment for the lighting. And there was somebody who made driving videos on their motorcycle where they were actually doing a talkie while they were riding. So they had something they wanted to talk about, and they wanted to make a video about it, but they didn't want to just have the camera pointing at them. So what they did is they took a microphone and actually put it in their motorcycle helmet, and they got some incredible audio. Now I don't know how that would work for mine because I get a lot of wind noise in my helmet, but I thought it was an interesting idea. And I think for the selfie mode that it might be a better image. It really depends on what's going on behind me and how much of the camera gets of the car and what's out the back window, because you know, the lighting changes is always a nightmare. That's why I try not to shoot outside to the best of my ability. Sometimes I'm showing something that is outside, and then but I really like to have the control of it, so I usually just shoot video in the office whenever I can, because I can control the light there. Except on that live stream the other night, I had some control of the light, but not as much as I wanted to, because I didn't have a better position for the camera. Okay, I made an edit there because I was given a huge full screen advertisement to a company, and I really don't want to do that. And for goodness sake, somebody give me some kind of crazy strike or something because I had some company name or something. You never know what's going to happen. People do crazy things in YouTube. Anyway, so with that, I'm going to wrap this up. The gas station's up ahead on the left, and the next part of this video is going to be the return trip in part 2 of 2, where you're looking at me the whole most of the way back. All right, so lucky you. All right, so with that, until I catch you in that video, take care and be well.